London, 1985. Jenette Goldstein sees an ad for a film production looking for American actors living in the UK. She decides to audition for the role, and when she gets there, she learns that the film is being directed by James Cameron, who just came off of directing The Terminator. And not only that, this is going to be a sequel to the classic sci-fi movie Alien. She does her audition, and as she's leaving the studio, a producer comes running out after her to let her know that she got the role. She's been cast as Private Vasquez, and Jenette
was so excited because I mean, like I said, the film, the script, I don't know how the film was going to be, but I saw Alien and I loved Alien, and I had just seen Terminator, which I love, absolutely. I still prefer it to Terminator 2. And then, my God, this character, incredible.
The only thing is Jenette was a theater actor. She'd never once acted in front of a camera before, and so that
it was terrifying. I didn't know, Jesus Christ, I don't even, there was no internet to kind of go on a YouTube video, Google how to match or any of that stuff, It was I didn't even know what a master meant on the first day when they said, okay, this is just a master. It's a master.
But what she decided to do was use that
sort of feeling of terror and out of just control but has to be the one who is in control. I use that for the character, and that's what you learn in acting school. If you have a flu, you can't pretend you're not sick. You have to, okay, the character is sick or trying not to be sick, and I used that feeling for her. Like, keep it together, fucking keep it together.
And no matter how scared or stressed Jenette got, she knew that she could always fall
back to the script. I mean, that was one of the things that I was trained in, was that the script is paramount. Stella Adler.
The theater has a balance. In the middle is the theater. On one side is the actor, that's the histrionic side. On the other side is the words, that's the literary side.
I was very fortunate as a young girl to go to a weekend with her. She was, in her 80s and have her talk about, the script is paramount. And you read it and you read it and you read it for the story. What is the story? What is the plot? You sleep on it. You read it again. You see where the conflict is. You sort of study all different sides of it. But then, of course, you're working with a director and other people, and then they're going to inform it. So you're not alone. You then come into the ensemble and you understand. But you go back to the word.
Luckily for her, the script for Aliens was fantastic. The film would go on to make millions of dollars at the box office. It is considered today as one of the greatest sequels ever made, and Jenette's character of Private Vasquez has become one of the most beloved characters in the Alien franchise. But just because there was a great script didn't mean that Jenette expected
anything. It still shocks me, 35, 37 years, the effect of this character and this movie on everyone. I mean, you just don't know. I mean, the interesting thing is like Mark and maybe one other person had just come off of Revolution, was filmed in England. And that was like the big, but it was going to be big. And it And, I remember him saying, you just don't know. You can never know. So you just do it and you just move on. It's incredible that people are so touched by her and the story and just the whole film. And
while a great script doesn't guarantee you'll make a great movie, a bad script almost guarantees you'll make a bad one. 8 years after the release of Aliens, Jenette read a terrible screenplay, but she was offered
a lot of money to on a nice location to sort of kind of do Vasquez again, which I did do. Oh, God, yeah, it was pretty bad. It's a pretty bad movie. And I tried my hardest to make her different and all those sort of things.
That movie was Fair Game, which Jenette describes as a
miserable experience for everyone having to do with the director and the script. But it's fun to watch as an audience. It's so illogical. I mean, we would just sit there, some good actors, there's really good actors in it, but we would just look at each other and go, oh my God, oh no, I can't. And we would try to tell the director, can we, here, one of the actors was this famous British playwright, Stephen Burkoff. Oh my God, let him change the line, and we were hung out to dry.
But if you read a script and you know that the movie's going to be bad, why take the role?
This is some other advice I got from an older actor that I grew up with. He was the husband of our pianist at the school. Dick O'Neill, he was such a great actor. He said, "You always need fuck you money." That's what he called it. It's fuck you money. There's nothing wrong to do something for fuck you money. And the reason that is so you can make some money, so when something is really abhorrent that you want to just, your agent say do it and you pass on, you can just say, fuck you. Dick O'Neill. Oh my God, that's so funny.
But what happens when the offers aren't coming in and you don't know what to do next? You do the thing that scares you the most.
I do that when I feel like I'm stuck. I remember at one point in my acting career, you're auditioning, things aren't working. And I remember watching, I love stand-up. I just love the art of stand-up. And I was like, oh my God, that's something I could never do. Ugh. And then I was like, I have to do it. Oh my God. Because I knew this place and I was like, okay, I got to do it. I got to do it. So I signed up to do this stand-up. And I don't know what it did, but it just like, yeah, you got to do it. This is the one thing you think is just so, right. I didn't die. It wasn't good. I didn't physically or, die up there. But I kind of do that. I do that at all points in my life. When I get that feeling like, yeah, I'm stuck here.
In 2009, Jenette felt stuck again.
When I got into my mid-40s, an actress, a character actress, the jobs get a little thinner unless you become a superstar. And I was writing and directing. But I was also very uncomfortable in my bras, as many, many women are. I discovered these wonderful bras in Europe, especially for women who have a sort of a small rib cage and a large bust, not plus size, really plus bust. And I just started complaining and thought, why doesn't somebody do this in Los Angeles? And my husband said, why don't we do it?
And that's exactly what they did. Later that year, they opened the first ever Jenette Bras location, and for the next 15 years, Jenette wouldn't take on a single acting role. She went heads down and built her business. And today, she has a thriving company with 5 stores across Los Angeles and Atlanta. But recently,
I had an agent come up to me, wanted to sign me. I did a short film.
So now, after 15 years away, Jenette might be returning to the screen sometime soon. And she won't have to take any bad roles like Fair Game ever again. Because thanks to her business,
I have my fuck you money. Let's just say that.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you subscribe. And if you want to listen to my full hour-long interview with Jenette, you can find it in season 2 of the Arwell podcast, where we dedicated the season to studying the life and career of James Cameron to find lessons that are relevant for modern creatives.